Okay, Destiny. Can you make into the whereby?
Oh my god, you're gonna make me click all this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you click on it.
I'm ready for my apology, baby. I've been whining for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm getting dragged in.
We got a sensitive black
Let
conservative.
it be known
Okay.
that Destiny
Yeah,
has
we
done
got a
more for
sensitive
progressive
black conservative,
politics
dude.
than Bosch.
All right.
All right. So, thank you for being kind enough to jump in here. Destiny wanted to confront a specific person on my chat. Suspect Sushi has been saying a whole lot about.
Are you wearing the same fucking shirt for when you called me an Uncle Tom, dude?
First of all, I didn't call you an Uncle Tom. You suggested that I was calling you an Uncle
I
Tom.
asked, and I said, let's boil it down to plain English. I got the clip, by the way. I said, let's boil it down to plain English. Are you calling me Uncle Tom? You smiled, laughed, and said yes.
I said, sure, yeah. If that's the word you want to use. Am I not allowed to comment on the irony of you being black and defending the Confederacy?
It was very apparent what you said. It was very apparent.
I mean,
Okay.
Wait, how about you? Wait. If you have the clip, you can just read off the quote of what I said initially. How about you do that for us?
Yes, let's do exactly that,
Yeah,
because
let's start with
all right. So in case you don't know, Destiny and Suspect Sushi and myself, I'm Ibasia. We were on Dylan's podcast a little while ago, and
Called
I
again?
think the Hippy Dippy podcast. You were on that podcast, and near the end, there was an altercation between Suspect Sushi and Destiny, and it's been a point of contention. Sushi has been complaining about this for quite a while, and I want to say complaining as this, minimizing it, but he's had feelings about what Destiny said. He feels that Destiny called him or implied that he was an Uncle Tom, and then he feels that that is a racist term. So just want to get you all caught up with what's happening here. All right, so Suspect Sushi, I guess, is looking for a clip.
No, it's already been posted. Like I said, you're making an Uncle Tom joke, and that's cute. And you went, yeah. Like, I mean, you are agreeing with the fact that I said this, or else you would have disagreed with it. It seems
Sure.
pretty
What was the
apparent.
initial thing that I said?
You said, don't you think it's funny that you're a token black conservative defending the Confederacy or something like that?
Yeah. Do you
And
think
then I
it's
said, okay, I get what you're saying. You're making an Uncle Tom joke, and that's cute. And
Okay.
then you went,
Are you
yeah.
capable?
And then I
wait,
went back to saying I'd pay for your ticket to
Sure.
Sweden.
Okay, so slow down. I know you're really obsessed with like wheeling out Uncle Tom. Okay, so for the initial thing I said, is that not an observation I'm allowed to make?
What does that to do with what I'm talking about?
I mean, it depends
Like,
on where the conversation goes.
we
What- can
both
you
knew what you were saying.
Why are you answering my question with a question?
We both know what you were saying.
You don't have to guess what I'm saying. I literally explicitly said it.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying is I know what you were intending, and that's when I brought it to the forefront. I said, let's
No.
boil it down to plain English.
What I intended.
And you're making Uncle Tom joke, and that's cute, and you fucking
You're not-
agreed with it
you're
because
not-
I called you out, and you said,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because you don't give a fuck.
Sure, and I'll agree with it again. So you're not trying to boil it down
Okay.
into simple English. You're trying to go for like a buzzword that you can use to attack me. You're not dealing at all with the original.
No.
Okay, so then
No,
can I ask my question again? Can you tell me? Am I allowed to make that observation that you're a black guy defending the Confederacy, saying the Civil War wasn't about slavery, or am I not allowed to?
Never
make
said that.
observation?
I said it wasn't entirely about slavery.
Sure, that it wasn't the main reason why the Civil War happened. Am I allowed to make that observation, or am I not allowed to make that observation?
That's fine.
Okay, well then what's your problem?
The issue is like the way you said it, the way you delivered it. You knew exactly what you were fucking doing. He's like, don't you find it funny that you're a token black
Why do you
conservative?
keep
You said token black, implying that I'm somehow a fucking novelty within my respective political compass. Don't act like that, dude. No. It's cool. I'm cool. You got a huge amount of Sims that'll fucking do whatever you want. All you want. It's fine. I'm just saying, I just find it real biased that if I even slip up on the conservative side and like dead name somebody or fucking accidentally say a slur or anything like that, I'm fucking gone. But you, it's cool, dude. Also, like, and like I didn't even want to put it up on LSF, but people try to do it and like moderators would not fucking touch it. I just found it interesting.
Okay, so we haven't actually
not do blood sports. I think I can make an appeal to Sushi if you guys want.
I mean, the problem is we haven't actually talked about it at all. Like, it just seems like he really
Right.
wants like the own of like, oh, you called me a bad word or whatever, which he suggested. And if people,
Okay,
that's how he wants to go. That's
Destiny,
fine.
why don't you watch it
It
on
is
stream?
possible
Why don't you watch
that
it on stream?
she Took it personally and felt like personally bad about what you
Good.
said.
That's fine. It's good. It's a personal attack. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
You don't feel embarrassed by what you said? Why don't
You know what you were implying because you said token
Stop.
black. You understand
Can you
when people say
please-
that.
can you please stop
that's
trying to
constantly being levied
psychoanalyze
against
me?
black conservatives.
One at a time.
We can
Okay,
look at what I said. You don't have to keep saying like you know what you're doing. Yeah, of course I said what I said. And that's it. Am I not allowed to make
so
an observation?
if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that too. I just like to bring up the hypocrisy of
What is the hypocrisy?
Because like you double standards and like, oh, we're defending for rights of people and we want to protect people and hate speech is wrong and all that shit.
Have you ever used the term white guilt before?
No.
Have I ever used the term white guilt before?
I probably watched maybe an hour and a half of your fucking content in my life.
Oh, well, that's great. Then you can't call me a hypocrite because you don't know enough about me to say so. But I absolutely use the term white guilt. There are definitely some white liberals.
Who the fuck cares about white guilt? We're talking about what you said directly to me.
Because you're calling me a hypocrite, implying that I would make some statement about you that I wouldn't about like some other group.
I use it as a clip for showing the hypocrisy to the left, not necessarily just you,
I'm not
but just
the left,
in general.
dude. What
I'm saying is, once again, you know what you said that was incendiary towards what would be considered, a conservative-leaning, right-leaning black person, where we constantly get called Uncle Tom. Well, the C word. Actually, if I'm quoting it, is that against TOS? You would know more than me, Destiny. If I quote those things, is that
Grant is being a shitbag. He has animosity with all kinds of people on the left. Just to be clear,
that doesn't matter.
I don't think Destiny would be above like saying, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry you took that personal." Like,
no, I meant it as a personal attack. Of course, I
no,
am.
but
I think his beliefs are
personal
reprehensible.
attack. He knew it was implying. He fucking called me a token black conservative. So he's just doubling down on this. Like, why do we even need to have this conversation?
Well, I'm just curious why you've never engaged with the subject matter. Instead, you like wheel it out like some big own. Like, Destiny implied I'm an Uncle Tom. Like, okay.
No, it's not. No. Dude, I'm not trying to fucking ride the coattails of you calling me what I believe is a racial epithet to fame.
Okay.
But I'm bringing it to the forefront because I'm a smaller streamer, and I feel like you felt like you could do it.
Suspect. Okay, Catherine, you want to try to mediate with this?
I
go
would
ahead.
fucking love to be able to try and mediate.
Okay,
this.
sorry, go for it.
So, Destiny, when you said that original thing about him being a token black defending the whatever he was defending, was your original intent to say that in a way that's analogous to the meaning of Uncle Tom? Was your personal intent to allude to that specific phrase?
Like my intention was exactly as I said it was. I don't feel like I need to elucidate on it.
What was your intention, just for me?
I found it interesting that we had a black conservative on the show trying to argue one of like the main like white nationalist talking points. It's
actually a weasel word, right? You said I found it interesting. You would absolutely say that people use that as a weasel word. Jordan Peterson does it. Alt-writers do it. They go like, isn't it interesting that a lot of Jewish people are in power, right?
How is that a weasel word?
What? Because instead of saying a thing clearly, you just say how it's interesting without directly remarking on it.
How is it interesting, Destiny? That's what.
How is it interesting?
Because it's a black guy repeating white nationalist talking points.
Okay, so once again, my race is contingent upon my political viewpoints, and I should summon. What should I believe in?
I'm sorry. Wait. Do you think that? Wait. Hold on.
No. You're attributing fucking characteristics to me because I'm a black person.
Characteristics to you. I'm making an observation about your race. Am I not allowed to do that? Am I not allowed? Are you like an amorphous, non-colored?
No. You're making assumptions about me based on my race, and that's a little
I'm not
yikesy.
Making assumptions about you based on your race. I mean, we all have different skin colors. We all have different backgrounds. Of course, like sometimes it's interesting.
To be fair, the Confederacy was specifically founded for the purpose of subjugating a specific race of people, and so I think it is reasonable to.
No. But the thing is, like, not only did he misappropriate what I fucking.
Sorry, when I said colored, I meant like we're all different colors. I didn't mean to call someone colored. Sorry, that came out really weird.
Like I was shared a clip where somebody was insinuating in his chat or trying to DM telling him that I called him a pedophile or something, which. To my knowledge, I've never fucking done, and that just shows more credence to animosity from him towards me. If I did say that, I actually not only did I DM you, I emailed you. I said if I quoted or anything like that, I would apologize.
It was one of those like this guy's like pro incest or whatever, some shit like that.
So no! I said you made a debate on the side of pro incest. That's what I said.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Catherine.
Okay. So, do you think there's going to be a huge problem if I go on my platform and I say how I fucking hate it how the right uses people like Blair White as tokens because they happen to be trans and also believe the same bullshit they do. And they use her as a token and a weapon against trans people. Like, is that reasonable to say?
I would say so, yeah, of course.
Nope, I'm asking Sushi specifically.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like insinuating that the way I look at it is this: like, if you insinuate that someone's a token participant in any political ideology, I think that's I don't like using the word too much. That's inherently problematic and fucking really shallow thinking. So when someone does that, it's pretty dehumanizing.
So I'm not saying that Blair White is a token. I am saying the Republican establishment is using her as a token, using her legitimate beliefs and propping them up and putting them fucking center stage because she helps their narrative. And it fucking sucks that they are using her in this way.
So the difference there in what you're saying, Catherine, is you are not ascribing anything to the individual here. You're ascribing it to. You're saying that this movement benefits from you, individually.
But you also understand that, like, to my understanding, trans rights has not existed longer than not trans rights, but like trans issues hasn't existed as long as like the institution of slavery and things of that nature. Right. So when I talk about specifically, hold on. When I talk about hold on.
Suspect.
When I
has been oppressed as long as Black people.
Okay. Well, all right, fine. I don't know trans history. Okay. Can we go back to what I'm saying?
Everyone, all right. I want to hear. I want Suspect to respond. Suspect, Go ahead.
So, most people, for the fact, don't even understand the historical fucking like context behind Uncle Tom's cabin. So, like the first, like around 1919, right? Reverend George Alexander McGuire supported the radical Black nationalist Marcus Garvey, right? Once again, if I am quoting something specifically, can I quote it completely, or do I have to?
Yes, you can say it. You're fine.
Okay. All right. He said the Uncle Tom has got to go and his place must be taken by a new leader of the Negro race, not a black man with a white heart, but a black man with a black heart. It is inherently insinuating the fact that I am somehow a race traitor against my own people. So, like, if you fucking don't see how that's an issue, that's ridiculous.
Damn, good thing I didn't use the word Uncle Tom then.
No, the fact that you laughed, fucking do what you were saying.
Okay, Destiny, why don't you
because you turned into a snowflake as soon as I asked a question.
No. It's not about being a snowflake. It's about holding you fucking accountable.
No, it's about being a snowflake.
Okay. Everyone, shut up.
And I even said I respect
everybody, shut the fuck up. Thank you. Don't care who you are. All right, now, Dylan, you want to say something?
Okay, so I feel like I have to say something since this was my show. If it was up to me, I'd just be quiet. But I feel like I have some weird responsibility. Destiny, you gotta say it wasn't productive or helpful or really.
No, it wasn't at all. It was.
I wasn't.
No. Oh yeah, sorry.
Finished. I'm not gonna comment on the original comment you made. Is that when he then tried to get a clarification, like, are you calling me a UT? And you're basically, yeah, sure, whatever. Basically, is your response. Like, he's basically he feels like you're calling you that, and then he asks you, and then he gets basically what he feels, and what I kind of felt like being in the room too felt like confirmation, like that, like it. So why don't. Felt like you were calling him that.
Also, not only that, do you know the amount of fucking flooding I got from Destiny?
Shut up, everyone. Destiny.
Let me respond. Holy shit. So I made an observation, okay? And I made that same observation, by the way, here. He didn't answer it here. He didn't answer it there. Instead, he immediately pivoted to try to get like an own on the left by saying, oh, well, you're the real racist. You're calling me Uncle Tom, blah, 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 blah. I didn't actually call him an Uncle Tom originally. I just thought it was interesting. He was being like the token black conservative that comes to say, oh, the Confederacy wasn't about slavery.
Play it on stream.
Yeah, that's yeah, you want to play the clip on stream? But also, wait, just so I can respond. It wasn't that productive. Of course not. It was like a little like zinger or whatever at the end of a podcast. We were already done. We were leaving.
Was it a zinger, though?
Well, it clearly it was. If you're so bothered by it, bringing up like a week later, it feels like it was quite the zinger.
I understand it was a zinger, but you can't be surprised that people felt like you call him that when he asked.
Not only that, I even said that. I said I respect the fact that you doubled down on something that you knew was inherently racist, and that's that you burned down your fucking friendship with Trihex over shit like this.
Look at how upset you're getting. Oh my god, are you okay?
No, I'm actually pretty chill. It's just funny that you're like somehow like indignant about this.
You're screaming. You're out of control.
Chill. Okay, LSP. Everyone, shut up.
Destiny.
LSP.
Yeah, I mean, I want to probe his position. Destiny, if your position is that this isn't racist, let's say instead of calling himself an Uncle Tom, he called himself a house N-word, and you affirm this, would that change it any?
You guys are really obsessed with like finding like whatever particular racial epithet to give it. That's not how I think of it. I have an understanding that there are
except in private when you use the N-word regularly.
That is nothing to do with this conversation. You're so upset. But no, I hear just so that for anybody that actually cares to understand my point and isn't just like so obsessive.
I want to probe the boundaries of it. That's all I want to do, dude. I ain't upset. I ain't
no. So like there there is a very real thing
course,
where
dude.
there are certain token figures that are used to prop up like certain movements. Like sometimes you get people like Blair White who are like token trans people that conservatives can point to. You have people like Candace Owens who are like token black people that conservatives can point to. You got people like Milo Yiannopoulos that are token gay people. Basically, these are people that espouse. Yeah, these are people that espouse like what most people would consider to be hateful or anti-X rhetoric. And they belong to such a minority group that it makes their argument seem more legitimate, and it's a difficult thing to deal with. Yeah, I make that observation. I don't think there's anything.
Yes, we're intellectually malleable people being used from the GOP.
What we're going to do now for the stream, because everyone keeps asking for it, we're going to play the clip, okay? I'm going to play the clip on my stream. I'm sure you guys have already seen it, so...
yeah, wait, what's your stream?
PrimeCayes, PrimeCayes,
Okay,
as you...
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to play it. PrimeCayes, PrimeCayes, as you...
Okay.
And just
Yeah,
have
sure. All right, so I'm gonna play it. 1 second. All right.
And just FYI, Destiny, I told you this before, but I fucking hate Candace Owens. So.
All right, everyone. While it's playing, give it a second.
All right.
Like, dude, I will fucking do it, 100%. You have no idea how.
Oh my god.
How willing I am to
Hey,
do
does
that.
it ever feel weird if you play like right into
Oh my god.
that token black guy to prevent the Confederacy not breaking?
Oh!
Slavery?
Wait, are you like, dude? Let's boil it down to plain English here. You're making an Uncle Tom joke, and that's cute, and I get that. Like, I understand. I mean, like, listen, I've already seen how you're willing to burn bridges with like Trihex and things like that. Like, so I obviously I know that.
I am.
But at least you had enough tact to wait until. It was...
That's really annoying. Oh my god.
Cutting out.
Yeah, no, it just does that on my stream. But anyway, so you heard what he said, right? He said, "Are you playing an Uncle Tom game?" And then Destiny says, "I am." So there's that.
Not only that, can I address one thing? Case, like people in your chat who by the way have been real big fans of calling me UT, and has never been moderated, including from some of your mods. But we'll talk about that later. Like they seem to say, "Oh, he wasn't mad in that." I said that multiple times. I wasn't angry about the fact they did it, and I said I respected the fact they doubled down on what I believe to be a racist comment towards a smaller black conservative streamer. The issue that I had is the fact that people insinuate that I'm a snowflake, I'm soft, things of this nature, because I brought up the point that it's okay, and then there's like no cancel culture and things like that for someone who's a bigger streamer who uses racial epithets against somebody else.
How is there
that
no
was the whole issue. And then
like,
constantly people in my fucking chat calling me this. Listen, LSP, I gotta tell you, respectfully, I could give a fuck less. You're not involved in this in any capacity, all right?
Wait, there's not anything to
Like,
be involved in.
I'm sorry. Like I really mean it that way. Like, at best, Dylan, Destiny, and myself and Bastion, if anyone has a right to speak on it.
He respects it because he owned up to it, LSP. That's why he respects it.
Yeah, exactly. I respect it because, like, dude, I would respect someone who's outright racist, even though I don't fuck with them, in comparison to someone who's closeted about their prejudices and I don't know these things.
Wait,
so the fact that he fucking doubled down on it is more respectable to me.
Why aren't you
than him being
capable of
snide
engaging
about
in a
it.
conversation about this? You literally can't have a conversation about this.
No, you're just trying to undermine it and try to like move your way out of it.
I'm just trying to ask a question. That's all I'm doing. You can't answer. You're just like going off, dude. You're insane. Like, can I ask a question? Do you think it's valid to observe, like, make an observation about somebody's race as part of their political commentary? Or do you think that's a totally like unfair thing to do?
Making a commentary about somebody else's takes or things of that nature has nothing to do with the fact that you say token black or token this or token that. Like that's the whole issue, right? Implying that someone's a token is like a tool of like another political ideology they may or may not agree with, or they're for optics.
Yeah,
I'm not getting fucking paid by the GOP, dude. Like, what do you mean?
I want to hear from Catherine. Catherine, what do you have to say?
So the reason I would like to try to mediate this is because I believe I understand both of the people's positions here, and I think I have some degree of an affinity with Sushi that he might be able to listen to what I'm saying, follow me through a series of logical arguments, and maybe clear up something, right? This is my goal. Sushi, are you interested in me going through that with you?
No, not really. Like I said, Destiny knows what he did. It's fine. But like the fact that he's trying to like weasel his way out of it is fucking crazy.
What am I weaseling out of? I literally am owning everything I say. What are you talking
about? No, because like, dude, because like you double down on like the fact that you said it. That's fine. But you're like, don't you find it?
Sushi, come on, Sushi, please.
Really, this isn't a contentious issue where people get a little incensed, really? Okay.
Sushi.
Wait, I thought you said you weren't mad.
I am offering to try to bring us through this without, to get through it.
Why?
If you want to. If you
There's
don't
no
want
mediation
to,
necessary
why,
between Destiny and I, dude. Like, listen.
Why are you trying to get in the middle of it and be like, hey guys, I know we're gonna mediate both sides here, and I'm gonna try to get you to understand why.
Because-
Why are you getting
Yeah, I
bothered?
like the idea of
Because
exploring
I
the
think
concept.
that's the
Doesn't have to be
point.
sushi.
I just don't need anyone to fucking speak for me. That's the issue. I don't need someone to speak on my behalf.
Destiny, I have
I'm
a
not going to
question for
speak
you.
on
Do
you.
you
I
think
want
it's
to
a
speak to you.
Destiny? I have a question for you. Do you think it is a problem to call someone in UT?
I don't care to talk about like the whatever racial slurs or epithets you guys want to like. If you want to talk about the ideas,
No, I'm
we can do
asking
it, but
you. No, I'm just asking you.
I don't
Do
think
you
about it.
that's
Like,
a-
I don't
Okay.
think. No, I don't think it's inherently problematic. I mean, it could be.
Okay.
It could not be.
Okay,
Just
okay.
depends
How
on
about
content.
after that? I got like an influx of like 30 plus people directly from your stream subscribers who were all calling me UT, and I had to ban multiple people for this.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
ban 'em
I'm
for
just
it.
saying, like,
Sure.
it's like you fucking call me UT, then people
Not
come in and
ban
also
them
call me
for
UT because they think it's fucking hilarious. I'm just saying, like, you did not only
Ban them
did you fucking do it, but you caused a ripple effect that incentivizes more people to do it.
Okay,
Send those people's names to Destiny. Destiny will ban them from his community.
No, I'm not gonna fucking.
You
do
guys
all that. It's
This is
unnecessary.
an open position I'm aware of Destiny. Has it
about
changed?
Well, yeah, I mean, there were fucking wreckful comments that people said some fucked up shit. They got banned for a week, right, in his chat. So I don't know if he banned them for going to Suspect Sushi's chat and saying,
Destiny,
"Hey, you're
have
not
you
Uncle Tom."
changed
Wait,
your
hold on, wait,
position
hold on,
that
wait. Why are these people making all these random fuck
I like
comments
people
on my
are
community?
make semantics and
So-
it's like you
Wait,
said
hold on, can
UT, not Destiny. I asked him point blank, is this what you're saying? He said, yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's because you were
fucking
trying to
lied.
divert, and now it's
Sure.
transparently
Or whatever.
obvious that you're like looking to get like some own on a word rather than engaging with the idea, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Destiny, like,
Don't
dude,
also
like,
wait for the other guy.
At
My
most,
moderation. My moderation.
there's no fucking own here.
Can
At
I
most, I'll
respond?
get 10
Can I
fucking
respond?
followers out of this.
Can I
Shut the
respond?
fuck
Can I
up, okay?
respond? Can I
Destiny,
respond? Can I?
shut- Destiny can respond. Let him respond. You will get a chance to respond, and then we're gonna let other people jump in on this chat because it's a fucking round table that
Sure.
you just happen to jump into.
Okay.
Destiny, go ahead.
Anybody can respond to anything I say. That's fine. Okay. I just want to finish my response because the other guy was making some claim about how I banned people for wreckful blah blah. First of all, you have no idea what people are or aren't banned from my chat. It's obvious by your comment on that. I don't know what you saw, what you heard, or what you read about it.
I've watched
And
up
then
on his
secondly, I do ban people that go to other people's communities and troll the fuck out of them. I'm actually like pretty strict on enforcing that kind of stuff. So yeah, if that's ever reported to me, I generally do like ban people for that. But okay.
Okay, Sushi, you get to respond, and then I'm going to let other people in. All right, Sushi.
Everything that's been said, but like to also to like think that I'm trying to get like some kind of fucking ride your coattails to talk to. Like at most, I'll get like fucking 5 followers at it, dude. There's no incentivization for me to be like, oh, he fucking called me UT, this and that. I'm not trying to get you fucking canceled. I'm just holding your feet to the fire, and then you finally did, and you said you doubled down again right here. That's fine. We're good. Like once again, I think that you like to call minorities bad things or in private. So it's whatever. That's on you, man.
Destiny, can I ask you? Do you think that calling someone a UT? I know you, but do you think anybody else doing that would be a problem?
Oh, we actually
I know-
literally have people here. Sweet Prince calling me Uncle Tom. Other people calling me Uncle Russ.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's a
Destiny.
legitimate question. So
Destiny.
Literally have it right now. Okay.
I mean, I generally don't just call someone an Uncle Tom. That doesn't
Okay.
seem like a very like
Utopia,
conductive
bam.
thing. But I don't think it's invalid to make the observation that somebody is like playing into like a token.
do
figure
you
position.
consider that a racial
I
slur?
can't think for myself, and I'm a token of the right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't think
Can-
very many
well,
people on the right
Sushi,
think for
can-
themselves. So
Well, okay. Let me ask, Destiny. Do you consider UT a racial slur?
I don't know. I don't think about it. I guess.
I mean, do you?
Wow,
What do
dude,
you?
how many fucking people are in your band? Jesus Christ.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, you're a fairly smart guy. I've talked to you multiple times. I mean, I consider you a smart guy. What's your opinion on it? Do you consider a racial slur?
I don't.
Especially because it was used like that historically.
I don't know how
It's
relevant that is.
interesting because it has like
Well,
a
I mean, it
political
is.
meaning
Holy
to it
shit.
as well. You
Yeah,
know?
like
What was-
I like.
wait.
Well, because what you're doing.
Do I
here-
have any more?
So this is actually. Okay, never mind.
Sushi, hold on.
Well, I was just asking a question.
Yeah, okay, so my response is, okay, this is very 1984-esque, okay, where you're trying to remove a word from my vocabulary in order to eradicate the understanding of... Can I finish my answer, okay? You're trying to say, first of all, he was the one that suggested Uncle Tom initially. If he wants to run there, then fucking fine. Whatever helps you understand it,
Not a
sure.
suggestion. I was asking
Can I
you.
finish
what
a
you
fucking
truly
answer
think.
to
Oh,
anything?
Sushi.
Sushi,
I'm
I
going
understand
to
me.
Pause on what he said.
Jesus,
Sushi,
I understand
I
you're
will
ass
mute
mad as
you.
fuck. Just let me finish my fucking response. Holy shit, okay? So there is a concept of tokenism that different sides, the left and the right, can fucking use these token figures, okay? There is that concept that exists, and I don't think that it's racist to address it. Now, if you're going to ask me, do you think the word Uncle Tom is racist? Well, I guess it could be used racistly. But if you're going to use that to make it so that I can't even talk about that concept, which is what Sushi originally did on that show, because I didn't use Uncle Tom originally. If that's the case, well then, I mean, I don't know. Do I have to defend the term to have the concept? Like, that's weird.
No. I wasn't doing. No, I wasn't doing. I was just asking what your personal opinion was on it.
I mean, if somebody just comes out and is like, "You're an Uncle Tom," and like screams at some black dude, yeah, that feels pretty racist. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Dylan, please. And then LSP, because he's been waiting.
So my thing with this is, Destiny, what was your position on the word Gusano again? Didn't you consider that a racial slur? And it was because of but people would say, like, it's kind of weird that you, as somebody who moved to America away from they would kind of, or your descendants who got, and they made that. But I found that to be pretty racist as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure, I understand. So Gusano sounds different because Gusano to me is assuming a background, which is like really weird, right? Like the term, I don't use this when I argue with people. The term Uncle Tom just assumes like an identity and a political position, whereas Gusano assumes that you are like descendant of like Cuban aristocracy or some shit. It's like a way different kind of term or whatever. Like it has baked in like an assumption of like your background or history based on your race, which is weird.
And I would also say, like, the other thing is that there was never like a point where somebody was like, you can't talk about this or that. I think when he was trying to figure out what, and I don't know, I can't apply meaning what Suspect Sushi was saying, but if someone came to me and was like, and I was trying to say something about them, and then they said after, for instance, I'll just use Gusano because that's what we were just talking about. And they said, are you saying that on Gusano? Like my first response would be like, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm talking is about, it's just interesting that you have this, and that position. But instead you chose to say, yeah, sure, whatever, which of course then like, I mean, like, after you say, yes, that's what I called you, like, everybody's going to think that's what you called them.
I mean, like, the way that I view it is, like, if that was the first place his mind ran to, he probably wasn't capable of having the conversation anyway, which he's proven here as much.
All right,
so,
I'm
like,
stupid as well.
Yeah, it's whatever.
So, if I could get in next. Sushi, do you think calling someone a race traitor is a racial slur?
Calling someone a race traitor... I would say I would say that's probably equal in level to using a racial slur if you're telling it to any minority group. But let me read you the Uncle Tom definition from Merriam-Webster. It's a black person who's overeager to win the approval of whites, as by obsequious behavior or uncritical acceptance of white values and goals. Right? And a person is overly subservient or cooperative to authority. So not only are you calling me a servile person, you're also calling me somebody who caters to white people. Like, I'm just saying, this sounds pretty fucking racist to me.
So she just said that calling someone a race traitor is the equivalent level of bad as a racial slur. Do you think it is equally bad to call someone a traitor to the nation they live in as to use a racial slur against them? If I say you're a traitor to America.
Yeah, traitor to America is more of a legal thing. It's not the same thing. Please, come on.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, so if I say someone is a traitor to trans people, that is just as bad as making a racist slur?
No, I'm not gonna have like some weird nuanced discussion where you equate my race with your identity and things of that nature. I'm not learned enough about that. And once again, this is detracting from the point of like me actually talking to Destiny about it. I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I don't know what to say to that.
Okay. That's why I asked Destiny. That's why I asked Destiny if he thought it was a racial slur.
But it is a panel.
I want to hear.
I guess a panel, but Destiny was brought on directly to fucking talk to me about this. Right?
Yes, but this is a panel, so this is what we're going to do. Okay.
There's something worth mentioning here, Sushi. At the very beginning of the panel, you did mention that you tried to talk to Destiny about it.
I did because I wanted to try and see if I tried to actually in the email and the DM. I tried to see if I could talk to him one-on-one about it.
LSP gets to talk. Everyone. LSP. Everyone. No, Catherine. No. LSP has been waiting so patiently. LSP, please get to talk.
I'm a patient person like that. I'm a nice person too. Destiny, this isn't like a personal attack on you. Don't take it this way. I just want to deconstruct this as a concept. But what is your idea of racism? Like, what makes a statement racist?
What makes a statement racist? Man, I don't know if I have like a general.
It's a really heavy question, right? So would you say your position is it's okay to invoke somebody's race if it's an observation of their politics? I think Sushi's problem is Sushi's problem is it seems to be used only to invalidate his beliefs. He's black, but he thinks something that black people shouldn't be thinking. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, that's generally what people who talk about Uncle Tom have a problem with. Yeah.
So is this only relevant to like identity politics, or would you apply this to like conservatism more broadly?
Well, I mean, if I'm commenting on his race, that's pretty clearly related to identity politics, right?
Yeah, but I mean, is it only okay to make this observation because identity is the issue in question here? Because Suspect Sushi is a black person who is nominally defending the Confederacy.
Yeah, I mean that's like the chief. Yeah, that's like the chief observation. Yeah.
Defending the Confederacy.
Yeah, it's a defense of the Confederacy.
Okay, seem to be defending the Confederacy.
No. I think throw the baby out of the bathwater when you say the entirety of the Civil War is fought on the predication of slavery when there's other contributing factors. That's all I said.
You're literally giving a pro-secession argument.
Whoa! Everyone, shut the fuck up. You too, Bastia. All right, LSP. Go
I'm
ahead.
the only one who hasn't been talking.
It's not. LSP. Bastia, I get that.
My name is LSP. It's my turn.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care who you are. Everyone shut the fuck up. All right. I will decide who talks. All right. Next person to talk is LSP. LSP gets to finish whatever the fuck he wants to talk about, and then we'll move on to other people. All right. LSP, go ahead.
It's not the position that it's like racist to address tokenism, right? But it's like, where's the line between identifying a token and just disparaging somebody's opinion on the basis of race? That's the issue at hand here. Like, that's what you need to parse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it's inherently problematic to identify tokenism. I feel like that's an important conversation to have. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean,
how do you walk this fine line between like tokenism and just like I don't know, like calling him an Uncle Tom or something, or calling him a traitor or something to that effect.
I'm not really interested in like race traitor things or whatever. Like,
you're not interested.
like,
It's interesting because you said earlier that you were interested in having the discussion along whether or not Suspect Sushi might identify as, I don't know, an Uncle Tom. Kind of curious.
What I said earlier was I was interested in having the discussion about him serving as a token
what's
figure
the term
defending
Uncle
the
Tom
Confederacy.
Historically to disparage
I
black
don't
people
care.
who may or may not have been on the
You're the
left.
one that invoked the term, not me. So I don't really care.
Okay.
I asked you, is this what you're saying? And you said yes. Everybody saw the clip.
Sure, we all saw the clip where I didn't say it and then you invoked it for like an own.
Yes,
If that's
that's
what you
true.
want, then sure.
Okay, that is
And
true.
then you agree.
So hold on. Before I let Catherine back in, Bastia, do you have something you'd like to say?
Yeah, first of all, we got to figure out a better system than shut the fuck up. That's a fucking ridiculous way to run a panel.
Right.
All right,
It's the way I do it.
It's the way I do it. People, all right, and if that's the way you do it, then I don't want to be back because that's ridiculous.
That's
right?
Hey,
on that,
you can decide. Go ahead. You can talk, but go ahead.
We're going to moderate is just tell everybody shut.
This is how I do it. Got it?
Fine. All right, then it was fun while it lasted.
Okay,
right?
then that's
Beyond
fine.
That,
okay.
This notion that you just split hairs. Oh, defend the Confederacy. You know, I'm only taking the good with the bad. We would never grant that kind of credence to some other kind of ridiculous, tyrannical, racist dictatorship. We never say, look, celebrating the honor and virtue of the Wehrmacht, guys. All right, it's just the honor and virtue of the Wehrmacht. I'm not sticking up for all of Nazi Germany, guys. No, it's ridiculous. There's way too much credence. So yeah, that was some pretty hard defense of the Confederacy on that.
No, not really.
Okay, Catherine.
Wait, can I I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, Catherine, go ahead, and then Destiny.
Okay. Can I do this, Prime? Can I say I'm going to let Destiny say a thing and immediately take back my turn? Can I do that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh my God, I wanted to bring up 4 lightning quick things. Ready? For the first one, I'm posting in the general chat. First of all, this was Sushi's apparently chat logs in his channel afterwards, okay? There was like one person that said Uncle Ruckus. The fact that 30 people came into Uncle Tom, none of my people have been able to find that. Just because my moderator...
No. I banned a lot of people. Like, holy shit. Are you serious?
Some of them will be caught in auto mod.
Sure. Okay, maybe.
Ban
That might be okay.
Sure.
Okay, and then the second thing, real quick. Sure, and then the second thing, because he kept saying he wasn't defending the Confederacy. So 3 points that I think I remember is 1, he defended the concept that a state could secede. 2, he defended the fact that the Confederacy's chief reason for going to war wasn't slavery. And then 3, he defended the idea that a very slim minority of people in the South were even slave owners. All of these are classic like defense of Confederacy talking points. And to pretend that he was just like wheeling something, like, I wasn't defending the Confederacy, blah blah. Is absolutely bullshit.
One, I do believe that. I do believe the Constitution does not actually. I believe the Constitution does not say you cannot
over that one comment and letting all that racist tripe, all right, of historical revisionism just go.
No. That's it. If that's truly what you believe, dude, like you
said it was about tariffs, dude.
No.
There's
factors.
Yeah, let's focus on
Okay.
No. I didn't say focus on it. I said throw the baby out of the bathwater when you literally say it's only about this.
The next person is Catherine. The next person is Catherine.
This is a demonstration of the total powerlessness of leftism. and the kind of leftist nonsense you're trying to peddle yourself,
So
you're going to focus on the word rather than historical deeds.
So I'm going to take my time back.
Catherine, please.
I would like to suggest to you that for
You saw the audience number go up, huh,
this
Bastard?
particular section with Destiny and Sushi talking about this, that you directly pass from person to person, and no one is allowed to talk except the one person you have last.
I would agree. So, Catherine, go ahead.
My next point is okay. The reason that we have to bring up tokenism, the entire point of bringing it up is to expose the fact that tokens are platformed by a group of people as a form of identity politics. They put forth someone of the identity that their side dislikes because their identity serves as a shield from criticism for holding the bigoted belief that they themselves are of the in-group that is targeted by, right? So someone would use Blair White as a token to talk about anti-trans things because as a trans person, the identity politics of the situation makes her less open to criticism for anything she says about trans topics. The people who are tokens would not have the platforms they have generally to the degree they do. Sushi, you would still have a platform, but the reason other right-wingers might possibly bring you on, them, not you, your beliefs are yours. They might bring you on to be a token, and because you have a shield of identity politics to protect you from criticism that they would get if they said the exact same literal words that you did. That is the point of tokenism. That's why it needs to be brought up. And it is different to bring this up than to use a slur. And
okay. Can I go next, please, Prime?
Oh, okay. Yes, but Destiny, we're getting background noise from you.
Oh, sorry.
Like an echo.
I'm gonna say this. Listen, I've talked to Destiny. He's always treated with respect. I don't personally think he's actually a hateful person. I've talked to Suspect Suchi. I don't think he's a hateful person, but I do believe Steven Destiny didn't mean it in a hateful way. He just said it because you responded, Suspect. If you didn't say that, he wouldn't have said it. Now I get what you're saying, Suspect, but listen, it is what it is. There is a double standard on Twitch. That's still valid. You know that. Everybody knows that, but I personally think that Steven Destiny really didn't mean anything by it. It was a moment in time that he probably, looking back, correct, Steven, you would not have said that looking back.
I mean, he said it. If he wants to go that route, I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, I'm just saying the response of, yeah. You probably wouldn't have said that if you were thinking in a clear, like, okay, I'm listening to exactly what he's asking.
I don't know. It's kind of funny seeing how fucking mad he is now over it.
Okay. Well, okay, that's my point. It's not about hateful. It's funny to him. That's all my point.
No, nothing is. It's just an observation on it's an identity
You
politics.
you don't think it's from like brigading the fact that people in their chat are like insinuating that I'm like unintelligent and I'm like once again still like a race traitor and things of that nature in both of our respective chats. Like
I think you would think about that.
Yeah. Like,
the conversation probably wouldn't have taken that turn if you didn't immediately invoke the term Uncle Tom and make it all about that. So yeah, there probably was that being driven by quite a bit. I don't know why you decided to drive the conversation that way.
So
there's no way we're gonna get moving any further.
Ender next, please go ahead.
All I'm going to say is, Destiny, if Nick Fuentes was on your stream or you on the kill stream with Nick Fuentes and he said, hey, Destiny, you were basically denying the Holocaust and saying like only 100,000 people died during the Holocaust. And you said, yep. I mean, come on, man. You literally said, yes, I agree with that statement.
Wait,
it doesn't matter.
Wait,
you were looking at the camera, nodding your head and said, yeah.
Wait, you're recharacterizing that. Okay, his thing was he took what I had initially claimed and he tried to like make that into a slur. You're talking about Nick Fuentes like actually saying that I'm making like factual statements that I don't agree with. These are two very different things, I think.
Okay. I would also,
it was in the moment. It was right in the moment. Like I listened to the clip and he said, yeah, very quick. It wasn't like a very like he sat there and said, oh, you're a UT, and he explained why. So here's like a counter thing Nick Fuentes could say to me. If I come on and I say some things like, I think that white people are incredibly privileged in society. I think that maybe we could do a little bit more to help out black people. If Nick were to say something like, oh, so you have white guilt and you fucking hate white people, I'd probably be like, yeah, I fucking hate white people, dude. You got me. I would say that one. I'm almost sure I've said verbatim stuff like that before in the past, of course. Yeah. I've even made similar comments about my
my own race. I got a 7-day ban on this platform before because I got into an argument with my mom, and afterwards, like, holy shit, fucking conservative Cubans should have fucking drowned on the way to the U.S. in a video game. Now, that was a joke that I made in the past. That was like very whatever. But yeah, I've said that those are things about myself, of course. So, yeah,
please say things about conservatives.
I can't even hate you.
Okay.
I try so hard.
Okay, so I want Dylan and then Catherine, and then I'm going to say something about what I think about this, being a fellow Black person. So Dylan and then Catherine.
I'm trying to think of like things that I've done in the past that are somewhat like that. Like I remember like sometimes like I was talking about like, yeah, pulling out of northeastern Syria was a horrible decision, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows it was a fucking dumbass thing to do, right? And some like Turkish nationalist came in and so, oh, so you love communist terrorism? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, that's totally what I said, right? I just don't, I guess maybe I just didn't hear the like sarcastic tone in it, but Destiny's always kind of like had that kind of like very like fast way of talking. It's very hard for me to always tell if like Destiny's being sarcastic.
So okay, then I'm going to go to Catherine. Then again, I'm going to say something else, and I think we're still getting background noise from you, Destiny.
Fuck,
so
I keep leaning. Sorry.
So yeah, Sushi, I want to ask you a question for clarification. Do you think you would get the same amount of hateful people coming into your stream and saying like slurs and bullshit at you if instead of rephrasing the question to Destiny as like, do you think I am a UD? If you had just allowed the original phrasing of talking about you as a token of the right, do you think the token of the right would have provoked as much vitriol to come over to your channel and be pointed towards you?
You understand that these things are said usually hand in hand with each other, right? Whenever someone says they're a token Black conservative, they also insinuate the fact that you are a UT for the GOP and right-wing conservative ideologies. These are things that happen, and it's been historical for well over 90 years, actually almost 100. So like the issue here is not whether or not Destiny said those things, but the fact that I said, hey, are you saying this? And he agreed with it. It's the fact that, once again, he also doubled down on the fact that he said it right here and now. It's pretty much apparent. And then the deal is done, right? He fucking said he said it. He doesn't really give a shit. He's not repentant in any way. I don't want his apology, by the way, but it's fine. And then he's like, oh, and like, oh, like I'm playing it up or I'm angry now. The reason why I'm angry is people are coming in saying like shit that's instantly TOS, calling me a UT, things of that nature. And like also, and all, and like once again, in the other chat, like people saying like I'm unintelligent, LOL. He's like, he should be called this because he might have a different belief system. This is pretty problematic, right? We shouldn't use dehumanizing language for other people just because you don't agree with them.
Absolutely. And Destiny, would you agree that if you didn't want to encourage more people to go and harass Sushi than already normally harass minorities on the platform, if that was your goal, you could have done better towards that goal by not replying to his question the way you did, by saying something other than yes or sure when he asked you, are you getting at the idea that I am a UT?
I mean, I probably could have, but I think he would have probably just doubled down on it. He would have said, no, you are calling me a UT or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, like, if I was trying to be like,
no, that's why I gave you an out by asking you, and you doubled down.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, but it was quick. It was
because not only that, because like you also have a proven history of doing these things.
I don't. Why do you keep saying that? That's not. I have a history. What are you talking about? You're literally on here defending the Confederacy, which, by the way, historically is what Ku Klux Klan people do. Okay, if you want to keep using historically, okay, my history is not on the side of being a racist.
The fact that you equivocate defense of it by me saying that it's not 100% all about slavery,
and the fact that you equivocate me calling you like a race traitor or some historical usage with Uncle Tom when I'm just saying that you're kind of being the token conservative guy defending the Confederacy. Like, come on, dude, you're playing like double standards, hardcore here.
No, no.
Yeah, so when we talk about the Confederacy, if we say it's not all about slavery, if I were to say the same thing about Germany, and I was to say it was not all about the Holocaust on a panel, right? Would that to you sound like someone who is trying to sort of downplay the historical things?
I see what you're saying, and like once again the Hitler question. But like, listen, like, if I say like I would say 95%. No, listen, no, Basquiat, it's my time, buddy. I understand your hair's getting big. You see the view count, I get it. No, listen, once again, dude, it's going up there. I get you. Listen, if I say it's even fucking 95%, and I think it was around that 95% about slavery, and the other 5% was about states' rights, terrorists, things of this nature. That's still largely, overwhelmingly about slavery. But I said, like, why can't we talk about the entire lens of it? Because once again, I purely believe that like there's a lot of that a lot of poor white sharecroppers who had no economic incentive to buy slaves would be fighting for their states. Just saying.
I will back
Okay.
him up every time I've heard him talk about it. He's always talked about the differences. I've never heard an outright defense of it. I've talked to Suspect Sushi.
But no, it's just
I've
I want
never heard
to appropriate my shit because I'm a conservative. It's fucking, it's annoying. I don't even want to fucking talk about it anymore.
Okay,
Because
okay.
that's their only fucking defense. Oh, you fucking defend the Confederacy. Listen to what I fucking said. But no, you just want to jump on that shit. You're fucking.
You want to jump on it? Look at
Okay.
how eager you are to get throw out that Uncle Tom turn over and over again.
Oh,
Like, who's
Dude,
Okay.
it's literally hundreds of people all directing their fucking attention
Because
and like
after
talking shit about
engaging
me.
in that kind of apologia for literally the most brutal regime in American history, we're going to focus on the offhand comment at the end.
Okay.
That's
Okay. So
nothing you
what we're
said
gonna do-
just therefore has any merit
Well,
whatsoever.
Sushi.
Mask off.
Okay.
Mask off,
Okay.
Ash.
Everyone, enter next, please. All right. So I'm gonna talk now. All right. So I think we've kind of gone around in circles on this one. And I don't think we can do any more on this topic, but I'm going to say something. And then we can move on from there, or people can fuck off, or whatever they want to do. All right. So here's what I'll say. As a black man growing up in America, I've been called lots of things. Certainly the N-word many times on this platform, as my audience can attest to. But other things other than that. One thing that I was called a lot, and this happened especially in college, is that they called me an Oreo, black on the outside, white on the inside. That was extremely hurtful to me because my blackness was questioned. And I mean, that's an integral part of me. Like, whether I want it to be or not, being black in America is an integral part of my identity because of how the society treats me, treats my family, what it says about me, what it expects of me. So yeah, being called an Oreo, right? And especially, and it was a lot of my quote unquote college friends, my white college friends, who said that. And trying to be playful, right? Like, ha ha ha, Oreo, right? Yeah. But they were questioning my blackness because I didn't fit into some stereotype that they saw of me. And yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Would I classify what they did as quote unquote racist? I don't think I would, but what I would say is that that's not the only category in which a person, like a category of insult that can hurt a person. So it doesn't have to be quote unquote racist to hurt, to cut, right? So now, Uncle Tom, would I classify that as racist? Probably not. Probably not, in my opinion. However, my name is Prime. My name is not Suspect Sushi. So I don't speak for him. And I don't speak for the larger black community. I can only speak for me. That's it, right? So yes, I wouldn't have classified that as necessarily racist, but I can definitely see it as hurtful. And I think Suspect is it's valid if he feels hurt about that. Now, going back to, because I was there and then I saw the clip. And do I think that Destiny was trying to be either racist or hurtful in that way? Maybe not. I don't think so. Especially how it went down. He just kind of like says, yeah, whatever, right? That's my call of it. But again, I don't want to take away from Sushi's pain because Sushi's hurting. Clearly is, right? He may not say those words because he's a tough guy, conservative, but clearly it hurt him. I feel like we could just move past this, honestly. I feel like Destiny wasn't coming at his neck. I feel like Destiny maybe doesn't like the guy, fair enough. But I don't feel like he was coming at his neck in a vicious manner. But that's my opinion on the subject. Only my opinion on the subject. So maybe, and I'm going to say this. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to say it. Maybe one person could say they're sorry. Other person could say, cool, we can move past it. Right? Just get it done, right? And then
no need for apologies on Destiny's part. It's perfectly fine. Like I said, I never wanted apology, but I did try to reach out to him to have a one-on-one discussion, like to really get down to the nitty-gritty, to make sure I wasn't misappropriating what he said. But like I said, he doubled down on what he said, so fuck it.
Destiny.
I'm sorry that you're such a bitch ass trying to fucking corner me into saying some racist shit.
Bro, dude,
the only
listen,
reason
listen.
I'm here
You
right
know
now,
full damn well you fucking soylent drinking cup boy. You fucking curly-headed fuck. You can never see me. IRL, you fucking piece of shit. You know damn well you're only protected by the fucking internet. You get your shit slapped, bro.
You're so mad. But anyway, the only reason I'm here is because you've been on like multiple shows throwing around this Uncle Tom, like, because you're so fucking thirsty for me to come on. I'm glad I did. I hope that I made your evening fine. I'm sure you're like hyping up your Discord and everything, and you guys are all
nope,
like, oh,
literally not. Literally not. There's no advertisements going because you don't operate my headspace, dude.
Are you sure?
No, he's not like that. He's not like that, Steven.
Not even a little bit.
Because this is like the second show that I've heard him say like Destiny's an Uncle Tom or whatever.
Two
like,
shows. Damn, dude.
Okay.
2 shows. Wow.
All right.
Two shows after our first one. I mean, how many shows do you think I talk about our interaction?
I do a lot of shows, my guy.
That's
our actual prior show. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're moving on. We're moving past this. We're moving on. Ender next, you can say one thing, and then we will move on to another topic.
Right.
Destiny, hold on 1 second before you do that. Destiny, you are free to stay for this topic. If you don't, that's okay. We're gonna keep rolling after this. Ender next, say what you want to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, as unmasked Basquiat here, I thought it was very rude of Basquiat to not defend the Confederacy as raising, you know, the average life. You know, I think it would be very important that we have normal trade relations with the Confederacy to raise the average life of the people living there. And I think it's very
so stupid?
The Confederacy reduced the standards of living of the average Confederate citizen, and meanwhile in the northern states,
had free trade.
Meanwhile in the northern states,
if we had free trade,
great value basket. Meanwhile in the northern states, the standard of living continued to improve despite the fact that they were engaged in a total war. So even the joke argument doesn't make any sense.
All right,
that was good.
Job,
great. So we're moving on. Holy shit. Okay.
iDubbbz's content cops are way more involved than Leafy's shit ass, like, here's 3 random clips, isn't